The Fox and the Wise Turtle. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a clever but mischievous fox named Fenton. Fenton loved playing tricks on other animals to show off his cleverness. One day, he came across a slow-moving turtle named Timmy, who was slowly making his way down a forest path. Fenton smirked as he watched Timmy inch along at a snail's pace. "Hello there, Timmy," Fenton called out mockingly. "Where are you off to in such a hurry?" he teased, knowing full well that Timmy was anything but fast. Timmy, being a calm and patient turtle, looked up and smiled. "I'm just on my way to the pond to meet my family," he replied softly. Fenton's eyes gleamed with a mischievous idea. He decided it would be fun to make fun of Timmy and his slow nature. "Why don't we have a race to see who can reach the pond first?" Fenton suggested with a grin. "Surely I can beat you in a matter of seconds." Timmy thought for a moment. He knew that he was no match for Fenton's speed, but he also knew something that Fenton didn't. "All right, Fenton," Timmy agreed with a nod. "But there's one condition. Let's make this race a little more challenging. The winner isn't the one who just reaches the pond first. It's the one who brings back a flower from the other side of the pond, too." Fenton laughed loudly. "A flower? That's even easier. I'll be done before you even make it to the pond," he boasted. They both stood at the starting line, and on the count of 3, Fenton shot off like a streak of lightning. Timmy, as expected, moved slowly but steadily along the path. Within moments, Fenton was already far ahead, darting through the trees and across the grassy meadow. But as he neared the pond, Fenton noticed something odd. The flower Timmy had mentioned was growing on a small island in the middle of the pond, and the only way to reach it was to swim. Fenton stopped in his tracks, his grin fading. He hated getting wet. "No matter," Fenton muttered to himself. "I'll just wait until Timmy catches up, and then I'll figure out a way to get that flower without getting wet." So Fenton sat by the water's edge, waiting impatiently. After what seemed like forever, Timmy finally arrived, still moving at his slow pace. Without a word, Timmy slowly made his way to the water, waded in, and started swimming towards the little island. "What are you doing, Timmy?" Fenton called out, bewildered. "You'll tire yourself out before you even get the flower." But Timmy didn't reply. He kept swimming, slowly but surely, until he reached the island. Then, with a calm smile, he picked a beautiful red flower and began swimming back. Fenton could only watch in shock and disbelief as Timmy returned to the shore, the flower delicately held in his mouth. "How did you do that?" Fenton demanded angrily when Timmy stepped out of the water. "You're so slow on land, but you swam all the way to the island and back." Timmy set the flower down gently and looked at Fenton with wise, knowing eyes. "I may be slow on land, Fenton, but turtles are strong swimmers. You were so focused on my weakness that you didn't notice my strength." Fenton blinked, realization dawning on him. He had been so confident in his speed that he hadn't even thought about what Timmy might be good at. He had underestimated the turtle just because he was slow on land. Timmy continued, "Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. You may be fast, Fenton, but that doesn't mean you're the best at everything. Sometimes it's more important to be patient and use what you're good at instead of rushing through with what you think is your strength." Fenton looked down, feeling ashamed. He had always been so eager to show off his speed that he hadn't considered that others might have talents and skills he didn't understand. "I'm sorry, Timmy," Fenton said sincerely. "I shouldn't have tried to make fun of you. You taught me a valuable lesson today." Timmy smiled warmly. "It's all right, Fenton. We all have things to learn from each other. I may be slow, but that doesn't mean I can't accomplish great things." From that day forward, Fenton stopped making fun of the other animals and started looking at them differently. He realized that just because someone wasn't good at what he was good at, didn't mean they weren't good at something else. He learned to respect others for their unique abilities, no matter how different they seemed. As for Timmy, he continued to move at his own pace, unbothered by what others thought. He knew that true strength came not from being the fastest or the strongest, but from understanding and using one's own strengths wisely.